Hi, friends. Welcome back to the garden. I can't wait to show you the progress since last time. You're not going to believe it. Well, I don't believe it. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Come on, let's take a look. Okay, so we're starting again here. These are my potatoes and onions again. Remember, I said there were three varieties of potatoes and three varieties of onions. Just look at it. Everything is so green. I love how the sun is shining on it because this is the evening. The sun has is settling in the west. Or here are more potatoes. I had no idea that potatoes would grow this tall. So far I have healed them 3 times, and that's the last time I plan to heal them. I'm also growing some beans. I have jade beans and French filet beans. I'm not sure which is which. Unfortunately, I did not label them, but that's okay. I'll know when they grow because they look different. There are only three there, but I have started more inside. I have better success starting my plants inside for some reason. I don't know what happened because it took forever for my green beans out here to even emerge, and only about a third of them has emerged so far. Inside right now, lots of them have emerged. At least three-fourths of them have emerged. Within about 4 or 5 days, three-fourths of them had emerged. Whereas out here, it took probably 10 days or more for them to emerge. Maybe it was the heat, or maybe I was not watering them enough. I don't know because I've not started anything outside before until now. So it's probably my lack of experience, but we'll see how they turn out. I'm excited about growing green beans for the first time. Here are my okra. So far, I have gotten about 10 pods from my okra. They're not growing as fast as I thought they would. And again, that might be because it's not as hot here as I hear that okra requires. And these are my beautiful zinnia. I cannot believe how gorgeous these are. These are just beautiful. I tried zinnias 2 years ago and they just did not produce like this. I'm getting multiple stems on one main stem, and I just love that. Here are my tomatoes. These are, remember, the determinate tomatoes, and that you can't really see them that well, I don't think, but there are lots of flowers on them. S- And here are my cucumbers. I can't believe I have already harvested 4 cucumbers from this. And I did grow these inside and transplanted them. Um, I hear that that's not a good idea, but so far, so good with mine. One of them, I think, is called Parthenocarpic or something to that effect. I may be pronouncing that totally wrong. And then the other one is just normal um, cucumber. And that one was the one I mentioned in the other video, saying that there were only male leaves. And it turns out that that is normal for that particular type. And it took also a longer time for it to produce. But now it's producing, and there are some cucumbers beneath those leaves there. You can't really see them. Okay, here are more tomatoes. These are the indeterminate tomatoes, and they actually have fruit on them and so many flowers. I'm so excited because the first year, which was 2 years ago, it was a wash. It was a total wash. Nothing. I think I maybe got 3 tomatoes and something ate one of those, you know. So that it was not successful at all. But so far, things are going great. I learned that I was probably using too much nitrogen. So I had beautiful leaves, gorgeous leaves just flowing everywhere, but no fruit. So this time I changed that. So keep that in mind if you're having trouble with your tomatoes and you're not seeing fruit. I planted Golden Jubilee and Boxcar Willie. One thing I'm noticing is that some of my marigolds are much taller than the others. I know I do have two packets, and maybe there are two different types. I thought they were all French marigold, and they both smell like French marigolds, but I don't know if they really are. Okay, here are I'm hoping peppers. It may be weeds. I don't know. And I did not plant them that close together, but I know how things can move around when you water them. And these are my Armenian cucumbers that I recently planted. I can't wait to see how those turn out. I've started more of those inside. I also started more peppers also just in case those are weeds. Okay, and look at the dill. The dill has grown up very much so. I'm really glad about that because I love cucumbers and I love to put dill in my cucumber dishes. Now, I got so excited about this garden, and as I was talking with family members about it, I realized that I needed to add more to it. So you'll see that I've done just that. I already had the cage from a year ago because I planned to have a garden last year, but that didn't work out time wise. So I've started filling in these raised beds, and this cage is not completed yet. I need to put an end and a door so that animals can't get to it. In the meantime, I think I'm going to just use little cloches that you put over your plants, or maybe I can make something that will go over the plants while they grow. Because right now it is so hot, and I'm not motivated at all to get out in that heat and try to put up hardware cloth, which is already a nightmare because it I have so many scratches on me already from that. And so it's no fun building this cage because of that, but it has to be done because I do need more vegetables. I have started lots more cucumbers and lots more okra. And as I said, I'm redoing the peppers because I don't know if they're going to turn out okay. And I've also added squash and a couple other items I can't remember right off the top of my head. But I'll be sharing those with you as soon as I get them into the garden. As you can see, even from the outside, how many flowers the tomatoes are producing. I'm hoping for a decent harvest. And I think I mentioned in my last video that I planted 14 tomato plants, but actually there were 12, which is still a lot. I wanted to come back in and check out my okra. Just wanted to see what I need to pick because they, even though they are not growing as fast as they probably will once it warms up, I do realize that okra has a tendency to camouflage itself. You can easily miss them. So I'm just coming back in. You know, when you have a camera, you can spot them easier. And in fact, I think I'll start coming in with a camera just to see, especially when things have really grown out, because you can see it's a jungle in here. It's an edible jungle, but it's a jungle nevertheless. I learned very early on that I love having flowers in my garden. So I wanted to show you something. I have a unique situation here with my zinnia, one of my zinnia plants. Look at this one. It's a twin. Take a look at it. You'll see what I mean as I scroll down here. You can see that it is two stems coming from one main stem, and they are identical. I thought that was so unique. Thanks for joining me and taking a walk with me in my garden. And I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and follow me. I've just reached 500 subscribers, which is one of the milestones in YouTube. And I am so thankful to those of you who have subscribed already. I really appreciate you. Thanks so much. Bye.